delicious Singapore hawker foods at Old Airport Road Food Centre. Welcome to part 3 of our ultimate food guide to Old Airport Road Food Centre, and there's still lots of delicious good food to show you, so I will do that after the intro. Welcome back, and this is the Old Airport Road Food Centre, a food centre well known for its delicious food, and many people flock here during meal times for their food. So let's not waste any time and let me show you what you can eat here. And another surprising find is this place which is called Wen Lao Hua Tang, and here they sell what you call traditional Chinese soups, and they have a wide variety of different types of soup that you can order, and the soups here are good. As much as I want to, I cannot forever eat oily and rich food. Sometimes you must eat something that is soupy, and here it is. So what I ordered here is their lotus root pork rib soup, which cost me $4. First thing is, when you drink the soup here has a very deep, strong, dried squid taste, and it goes very well with this soup. The lotus root is a bit overcooked, but the pork ribs here cook so long that when you bite into it, the cartilage, everything all dissolves very nicely in your mouth. It gives you a very comforting feel when you drink this soup. Delicious. And another soup that I tried also here from this shop is their ginkgo pork tripe pepper soup, which cost me $5. Yes, so what you have here is a nice soup which is warm and goes down very well. The pepperiness helps with that. Then you have a peppery pork organ soup. You can actually taste the intestines, the pork intestines in the soup here. And it's not too peppery, and the soup pepperiness does not hide the flavor of the pork tripe. And the pork tripe here, or the pork intestine here, is nice, soft and tender. No smell from it, chew easily, and goes very well with the soup. Overall, another delicious good soup that if you like, you can come here and try. You won't be disappointed. And surprisingly, I found another shop that I'm starting to come to quite like, which is this shop called Hock Lam Street Popular Beef Kway Teow. And here they sell the beef noodles. So here they do it very, very good, very well. This thing here cost me $5, which is the mixed set bee hoon dry. First of all, the soup is good. It's a good beef soup with a slightly tangy finish. The chili sauce also very good, goes very well with all the beef. But what's really good here is their beef noodles, the dry style. I didn't try the soup version, but the dry style is really, really good. First of all, the sauce. The sauce here is not like your normal beef noodle sauce, which is very smooth. Here is still a starchy sauce, but it's not smooth. As you can see, it's a bit lumpy and a bit thick, but that's where the flavor is. Somehow that lumpiness clips all the flavor into the sauce, and that sauce, when you eat it, it blows your mind with a firework display of beefy goodness. The beef here, everything here cooked very well, done very well. The sauce is beefy, savory, a nice balance of sweet and sour from the preserved vegetables, peanutty, and then at the end it's accented with some coriander in the end. You add the chili sauce. The chili sauce also makes it adds up adds more flavor to the noodles, makes everything even more delicious, make it even better. It's so good that I feel that this is one of the better beef noodles I've eaten so far, and I would think that people who have stopped eating beef noodles, once they taste this, I can safely say that they will be addicted to these beef noodles. But that's my opinion. I like it that much. And another surprise find here is this shop called Albert Street Prawn Noodle. And on the sign here, they said they have been operating since 1963. And so this shop does have a bit of a heritage. And so they sell basically pork rib noodles or prawn noodles together with soup or dry. And here I ordered the one with soup, which cost me $5.50, which is their pork ribs prawn noodle. First of all, the noodles. The noodles here, they do give a generous amount of noodles, and the noodles are cooked well. And the broth here is one of the stars of the show. When you taste the broth, what you taste is, first of all, a strong, flavorful prawn shell taste, which is cooked together with pork bones, and that's the broth. And also with a fried shallot finish, which they actually put it later. And the pork ribs here, they cook until soft and tender. The prawn, when you bite into it, is still nice, and it still have a very nice and bouncy flesh, and it's fresh. And the soup is so good, and it's so concentrated with all the flavors, that is so good until the last drop. You drink it until everything is gone. The first place that drew my attention is this shop called Mama's Recipe Biryani Rice. And here they sell biryani rice with different types of meats like chicken and mutton, and you can also have the choice of adding different ingredients like vegetables into your nasi biryani, which is different. So what I ordered from this stall is their rendang chicken biryani, which cost me $4. One thing I must say is they use basmati rice here, and the basmati rice here is good. It has a very nice firm texture to it, and a good bite texture when you bite into it. And this basmati rice is extremely well with the curry. This curry here is not like the normal rendang curry. It's savory with a lot of spices in it, and it's very flavorful and tasty, and which is actually the star of this show. The chicken is just normal, quite okay, but it's the curry here that brings the dish together, that goes very well with the rice, extremely well. And when you eat it together with the rice, delicious. The rice and the curry brings out the flavors of each other and goes very well together. Up next is also another stall that sells biryani, but this one is a more traditional style or more flavor. The name of the shop is called Selera Rasa, and look at the price. Only $3.50 for biryani, which is very, very cheap. Unfortunately, this stall also is a very popular stall. You need to come early. If you come during normal lunchtime, like what I did, their mutton biryani has already sold out. So what was left was actually their fried chicken biryani. So here it is. First of all, I must say this is a very good biryani rice, done very well. Just that the portion size is a bit small, but what do you expect for $3.50? The rice here, they done it very nicely. I quite like the rice. The vegetables here, normal. The curry, not enough curry, but the curry that you have goes very well with the biryani rice. And then the chicken, seasoned nicely, just that it has been fried a long time ago, but it's still crispy and it's still nicely seasoned, and it's a good fried chicken. A very good value for money biryani rice. Also very cheap, good value for money, and also tastes good too. So if you like biryani, You want something affordable, cheap? This is the place for you. And another place that is very popular during lunchtime is this shop called Old Airport Road Seafood Soup. And here, this place here, a lot of times before the lunchtime is over, they have already sold out all of their soups and they close the shop. And here is a very popular dish that just sells soup and rice. So what I ordered from this shop is their $6 seafood soup together with extra 50 cents for the rice. I must say, first of all, the seafood soup here is really good. It's a full flavored, full bodied, very flavorful soup, a minced meat, prawn shell, which is cooked for a very long time soup. The soup here is very good and just salted just enough that brings out all the flavors of the soup. This soup here is almost like a less thick version of a ramen broth. It is that good, and it also goes very well with rice. And you also get 2 huge fresh prawns, lots of minced meat, and also a few pieces of fish. And here, I must say, the prawns here, big and fresh. The minced meat, also very flavorful and helps to flavor the soup well. The fish pieces are just normal, but like I said, the soup here, superior, done very well. Looks almost milky and rich, full of prawn flavor, minced meat flavor, and it's so good that I wish that I had ramen noodles to eat it together with these noodles. And I would also think that it would be a good idea if they actually have a ramen noodle version, but at the moment now, the soup together with the rice, wow, it's still very good and very delicious and so flavorful, so full flavored that this is one of the items in this video that I tell you, you have to come and try. Next up is this noodle shop called Man Yuan Gourmet, and here they sell like fishball noodles, laksa, miswa. And one thing about this shop is, the shop here is, some of the dishes are actually quite cheap. Like for example, a small portion of their kway teow soup, fishball kway teow soup, only costs you $2. Here, I ordered their $3 miswa, the dry version together with chili. First of all, the miswa noodles, they do it quite well. The miswa noodles is something like a wheat noodles, and it's actually thinner than normal noodles. And when you bite into it, it has a very nice soft mouthfeel to the noodles. But what I really like here is the nice balance of flavors when you eat the noodles. What you get is, first of all, a nice spicy sambal flavor combined together with a soupy, porky overall flavor, and with a ringing, lingering flavor of vinegar in the, which you actually feel at the end, like the aftertaste. And it's also quite refreshing. And one thing also is, the ingredients here, they cook very well, especially the fishball, which has a very nice bite texture to it, a nice bite when you bite into it, very good. And also the soup is also flavored very well, just like the noodles, a nice balance of sweet, savory, meaty, and sour. We also have another Hokkien prawn mee shop here, and this shop is called Yi Fried Hokkien Prawn Mee, and what they are known for is their super spicy chili sauce. So what I ordered from here is their $4 portion of their fried Hokkien prawn mee, and I must say the Hokkien prawn mee here is good. And this version is slightly different than the Nam Seng one, in the sense that this is the wetter version, where you still have remnants of the delicious full flavored seafood stock in the noodles here. It hasn't all been fully absorbed into the noodles. But here, like I said, the seafood stock here done very well, super flavorful, and because of that the noodles also is super flavorful. One thing I also note is that they actually has more bihun than egg noodles here in this dish here. But like what is really interesting here is this chili sauce here, which is super potent. So now you have a choice when you eat this dish here, whether you eat it together with the chili sauce, which is super spicy, but it also makes the noodles more tasty. It also has a slight garlic taste to it, or just eat the noodles without the chili. That's up to you. But what I can say is it's a hard choice to make because both is just as good. And also I noticed one thing interesting also is that in the noodles here they actually put in crab stick, and this crab stick here is actually a very interesting addition to Hokkien prawn mee in that it absorbs the soup stock and it's soft, tender and sweet, which is quite nice and quite tasty. Another store that's been here for quite a while, a long time, is this shop called Dongji Fried Kway Teow. Previously, when I came here, I felt that the owner didn't really have the passion to cook their noodles much anymore. And luckily, when I came here the second time, I think that he's slowly handing over the business to the next generation, but he still runs the store once in a while. But here is the plate. I ordered their $3 fried kway teow beef chili, and this is a very well fried plate of fried kway teow. It's the dry kind, as you can see, savory with wok flavor in the noodles. There's a nice mixture of soft, tender kway teow or rice noodle and the crunchy bean sprouts and the fragrant chives, which gives this dish a very nice flavor. So the noodles here is savory, eggy, with a nice soya sauce taste. Just that I felt that there's not enough or the fire wasn't hot enough to add in more flavor into the noodles. But overall, it is still a very good, a very well fried plate of noodles, which I quite enjoyed. And so this brings us to the end of our food adventure here at Old Airport Road Food Centre. So this ultimate food guide for this food centre is finally complete, and I hope you enjoyed all the good food that I've shown you. And don't forget, you have to come down here to eat, because this place here is not one of the favorite food centers for Singaporeans for no reason. The reason is because they have good, cheap food, and if you want to try Singaporean hawker fare, Singaporean street food, there is no better place to come to try. And this place here, the best time to come would be lunchtime, early lunch, if you can make it. During dinner time, some of the stores are still open, so you still can come here to try. But the important thing is you have to come and try the food. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this food adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. And before you go, please do me a favor. Please help me by liking my video, by clicking the thumbs up, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to also click on the bell icon so that you get the latest notification of my videos. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next food adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye.